Let's start with the prompt. Based on the text, how would the author of text 2 respond to the claim about this person's level of expertise in text 1? So text 1. This stage lighting theorist was perhaps the first to argue that light must be considered alongside all the various elements of a stage to create a single unified performance. This researcher, however, has noted that he lacked technical expertise in the use of light in theater. As a result of that inexperience, she says, his theory of light called for lighting practices that weren't possible until after the advent of electricity in 1881. So what does text 2 say about that? He was not an amateur in the practice of lighting. Instead, it is precisely his exposure to lighting techniques at the time that contributed to his theory on the importance of light. When working as an apprentice for a lighting specialist in his youth, he observed the use of portable lighting devices that could be operated by hand. This experience developed his understanding of what was possible in the coordination of elements on stage. So text 1 says that he was an amateur. He lacked technical expertise, and that inexperience allowed him to call for practices that really weren't possible. So he was inexperienced, so therefore he called for things that actually were not possible at the time. Text 2 says he was not an amateur. Instead, he had exposure to techniques through his working as an apprentice. And he observed, as an apprentice, the use of portable devices. This developed his understanding of what was actually possible. So text 1 says he didn't know what he was talking about. Text 2 says he did know what he was talking about. Let's look at the answers. How would text 2 respond? Looking at A, many lighting techniques dismissed his ideas. Technicians dismissed his ideas. We didn't really see anything about technicians dismissing his ideas. It was more about him and his experience in text 2. B, he gained a level of technical expertise during his time as an apprentice. Well, we did see that. It said he was experienced because of that. And C, theater practitioners who worked with him greatly admired his work. We didn't see anything about people admiring his work in text 2. And D, he was unfamiliar with the use of music and sound. This was about lighting, not music and sound. So it's easy to get rid of that one. And the answer here is B.